the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we're going to see Keenan Allen. He's been a production machine with a 1,200-yard season going to this point. It's the Vikings and the Oilers, and it's coming up next.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Well, the silver lining from last week. Nominally kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know, these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
23 yards the pickup there.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Oilers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Motion man left is Lazard. On 1st down, Lawrence. Now swing pass for Dillon. And shedding it off down open field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. to Spears.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Right back to Spears. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
The Vikings at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Motion man left is Lazard. Lawrence will throw.
He finds his target, Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
They go draw play. It's Dillon.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Dillon, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Trevor Lawrence,
An 8-yard touchdown run.
and the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week, now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now a 3rd down throw, and misses the target, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up a
fielded at the 34. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week.
And it's intercepted. It's Marte Mapu. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Taken at the goal line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Lawrence will try again after the pick six. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. In motion right goes Sutton. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Draw play, Dillon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Motion man left is Lazard. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Lawrence on third down. Touchdown, Vikings. Keenan Allen, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Keon White got in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Keon White. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down. Here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge.
Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Oilers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
Here's the 24.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no out to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. How come the Vikings don't have it first on offense as we begin the third? Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now?
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hughes. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll try again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Oilers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Can't get away, and he's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. It's incomplete. They don't get the one up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, that's Lazard. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Right back to him on 1st down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
That certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Sutton.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Motion man left is Lazard. Now Lawrence on 1st down.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point, trying to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Slot man moves right. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 9. 1:51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Carlson able to put this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they will take a knee here. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these